I'm Robert Boley. I'm the creative strategist at Infinity Ward on Modern Warfare 3, and we're here in Berlin showing off the new game, Modern Warfare 3, and some of the missions that's going to take place in it. So in Modern Warfare 3, you're really fighting in the heart of all these major cities. You're fighting in the streets of Manhattan, in London, in Paris, and the heart of Berlin. You're really taking players all over the world. I mean, you're even fighting in parts of Africa. And it's so great because you're seeing all these different locales and this different gameplay variety in every city that you go to. So once you get to Berlin, this is very late in the campaign. The war has escalated. The Russians have, launched a full-on ground assault and invasion across the whole of Germany. So in Berlin, you play as part of Delta Force operators who are going in to provide overwatch for another team who are trying to get into Berlin, get their hands on a high-value target, and get out of there. So you have to try to give overwatch to them, provide some support, and see how the mission plays out. So what's so great about, fighting in the streets of these major cities is there are places that are very familiar to you. I mean, if you're from Berlin and you're fighting through, Potsdamer Platz, you're going to recognize that. You're going to be seeing things that are familiar to you, and that changes the way you play and approach the combat.
Hi, I'm Glenn Schofield. I'm a co-founder and studio head of Sledgehammer Games, and we're in Berlin today to talk to the press, talk to the people, and give everybody a quick look at Modern Warfare 3. Berlin is incredibly important for this game. It's a major turning point in the game, both for the Russians and the Allies. This is where one of the biggest battles in the game comes up, and it's also a big turning point for the story, which I can't really get into. We had a lot of fun making Berlin. It was one of our first levels, and we ended up working on this thing for a long time. There was so much detail in it. There was so much action, so much story in it. I mean, we're telling a story throughout the game, but Berlin is a big story point. Studied everything in it. What do the street lights look like? What does the asphalt look like? What are the lines on the street? Manhole covers and grading and everything else, so that the person who lives in Berlin can go, wow, they really got that detail in there. And some of the areas we have to change a little bit, and that's for gameplay reasons. And a street is too long, it's not going to be fun. And we go for fun first. So fun is really important, but making sure that we do have some of the iconic pieces that are part of Berlin is very important to us. The focal point of Berlin is Potsdamer Platz. And we use that as sort of our reference point and our guiding point. And from there, we'll kind of move it around a little bit to just make sure that the gameplay is really fun in there. But not only do we use the architecture from the outside, people will really recognize some of the buildings, but we also do a lot of the interiors. Like, we spent a lot of time researching interiors, some of the bars. What do office buildings look like? What are the details that, German offices will have in it that'll be different than other places? So people may even recognize their office. I'm not sure.